This is the Projekt Gemineye Update, your source for all things Projekt Gemineye. Brought to you by Riffical Records. And here's your host, Mark Anthony K. Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 127 of the Projekt Gemineye Update. So, how you all doing out there? Well, over here in Canada, things are going up as far as COVID. I don't want to start off on a negative note, but it's getting a little concerning, and I'm hoping that everybody out there is doing their best to keep themselves healthy and their families healthy and happy as well. Come on, people, let's really try to buckle down and get this knocked on its ass once and for all. Okay, enough of that. Let's get going with what we're here to talk about. First of all, thank you very much for everybody who has ordered CDs. Projekt Gemineye in the Year 3073 Book 2 is out in the digital realm for you to buy. Lots of people have been buying it. The physical CD is being done as we speak. It's still available to buy. As you probably noticed, though, the extra material like the handwritten lyrics and the bonus CDs are no longer available. Thank you to everybody who has bought them, but that time has passed. That ship has sailed. But you know, there'll always be a next time. The next CD or order will probably be able to do the same thing again. So keep your eyes open for that the next time I do an album. Big news as well for people who have ordered the Lathe Cut album of the EP that I did, the Long Ride EP. I have received the Lathe Cut album. Now, before you start wondering, this is just the 10-inch album. Side blue, side purple. I've checked it out on my system. And I also checked it out while I was at the Lacquer channel. I played it on their system and I played it on my system here. And it sounds really, really good. They cut it nice and hot, actually. I think some of you might be pretty surprised. It sounds excellent. Still lots of dynamics. It sounds really good. I really think it turned out really, really well. Right now, I am just waiting for the album covers and the inserts that I have made for them. Hopefully this week they'll be done. I've been told a few times that it'll be done hopefully any time now. But this is good news because I had the main piece of the puzzle here. So, excuse me. So just a little bit more patience, my friends, and it'll be sent to you before you know it. Oh, by the way, I don't know how many people bought this record, but I just saw it sitting here, so I thought I'd bring it up. AC/DC, Power Up, new album just came out. I was at the store, decided to go by and grab it, and I had a copy of it earlier, for reviewing reasons. And it's a great album. I've never been a huge AC/DC guy. You know me, my thing is all about progressive rock and other things. It's not just prog rock, but this AC/DC has never been a big staple in my collection. But I have to say, this album is excellent. Like, let's put it this way. You never realize how much you kind of miss a band until they've been away for a while. And they've been away a while as far as studio album is concerned. And when I listened to this record, I think my good friend Julian Gill said it best. It's like putting on an old pair of shoes. It was comfortable to listen to. It was a very satisfying listen. I really enjoyed it. And they really did this well. Mike Fraser mixed it, who's a fantastic sound mixer. So go and get it. But enough of that. We're talking about Projekt Gemineye stuff. So But anyway, it's a good record. Next, t-shirts. I've been asked about t-shirts by a few people. Is there going to be any t-shirts available? It's been a long time since we've been able to get t-shirts. I think the last time was during the Man of Science, Man of Dreams era. That's a while ago. So yes, I'm going to look into getting a line of t-shirts done again. The circle logo has been a very popular t-shirt that I had done before. I'll probably get that back up and running again. Plus, I have book 1 graphic stuff. I have book 2 stuff now that I can do. You know, there's a lot of people who've been collecting the coffee mugs. I'm a big coffee mug collector with the album covers on it. So I'll get all these kind of things up and rolling. And when it's up and running, I will let you guys know. It's nothing up yet, but I don't think it'll take very long to get that rolling. So that's next on the list. I do have my list here to help me through this segment. Okay, speaking of segments, we are going to be going off now to the land of the mixing segment. So without any further ado, let's go over to the Mixing a Song segment. This week's segment is going to be on vocal mixing. We're going to take a look at Sacred Sons again, like we always do in this segment, and take a look at how I approached mixing Joe Bailey's vocals and mine together to give you the vocal performance that you heard on the record. So I will see you back after this. Riffical Records presents The Making of Projekt Gemineye 4, From Creation to Completion, with Mark Anthony K. Greetings, friends, and welcome to this week's segment. So, as promised, this week we're going to be taking a look at vocals and how I kind of tend to the vocals when I do the mixing of it. Now, vocals are a bit tricky. The main thing that I talk about with people when I talk about recording and mixing vocals is that the main thing that's important with this is your source. So again, the performance of the vocalist is the most important thing. You can add in 100,000 plugins and effects and stuff like that, but if the performance of the singer initially isn't good, then it doesn't really matter what you do to it after. So, being very lucky that I have Joe Bailey, who's singing on this song with me. This is, again, Sacred Sons. And he does the main verse vocals, and he does the chorus vocal with me. So we're going to be taking a look at the chorus vocal, which is this section here. I'll play it for you in a second, but just to show you what's going on here. Sorry with the shaky hands here. But here, if you look at the cursor, this green part here is Joe's vocal. And all these two purple ones are me, and these two purple ones are me here as well. Essentially, the purple ones are me, but it's not, you know, tons of vocals. It's just that I sectioned them into different parts. Like, one purple section is me doing the pre-chorus singing, one section is me doing the harmonies for the verses. So it's kind of just split up, easier for me to kind of mix it. But we're going to listen to the chorus part now. And you're all familiar with the chorus, I'm sure, and it goes something like this. So there you go. Now, if you were to divide it and to see who's doing what and how that part is comprised vocally, so let's solo Joe here. Now, just bear with me. This is a bit of a pain in the ass the way I have it set up. But anyways, okay, so here's just Joe.
We are the miracle that saved the world, you see. We are the chosen ones that people want to be.
Okay, so that's Joe. Now, if we solo my parts, which are these two here, this is what I sing in the part. We are the miracle that saved the world, you see. We are the chosen ones
people want to be.
Now you can see I do one really low voice in there. We are that low one, and then I do the really falsetto-ish. We are the, like that really high pitched one. Sorry, it sounded a little foolish there. But just to show you basically what I do there. Now if you combine that with Joe back into it, this is how it sounds with the three of us together.
We are the miracle that saved the world, you see. We are the chosen ones that people want to be.
Yeah, so there you go. Now, basically, what did we do effect-wise to this? Well, not a hell of a lot. What I did for Joe is the same thing that I did for myself. So, on Joe's vocal here, the green one, sorry, my finger keeps getting in the way all the time. So for Joe, I added the SSL channel strip. You see, I put a little bit of top end onto him, made sure I didn't have too much bass on his voice, and a little bit of compression. And that's basically about it. His voice is usually recorded very well. He does a great job at his house recording his vocals, so I don't need to do too much to it there. And as you can see at the very top, those filters, which are right here, I cut everything from 70 hertz down out of it, so there's no unnecessary bass tones in there. Then you have this compressor, which is my favorite compressor for vocals, which is the CL76, which is basically an 1176 type compressor with a very fast attack and slow release on it. Works excellent for vocals. And the main special sauce, as we like to say, is in the bus channel. See the Joe bus here? That's basically everything routed into this channel. And that is our, again, the Chris Lord Algae vocal strip. As you can see, it has bass, treble, compressor, reverb, delay, and pitch. And for Joe, we basically just gave him a little bit of kind of a small reverb, a very tight slap delay, and just a little bit of stereo pitch shifting on there. Very little of anything, as you can see there. The only thing that has a little bit more of is just a slap delay. But that's just to tighten up the voice a bit. So that's basically the same thing that's done on mine. If you look down here, when I go down to this here, this is what I put on my vocals. Now you can see there's a little bit more of the red stuff there, which means I use like the pitch shifter spreader, which is a kind of like a big chorus. And then I also have a little bit of a stronger compressor on mine. On the compressor, you see it says wall in the red lettering there. So that's just a much harder one to keep those two voices together very, very controlled. So, and that's it. And that's everything gets sent out together. As far as the sound overall, everything gets shunted to the submix, which is down here. And then from the submix, it goes out, and that's what you hear. So that's how I approach the vocals. Like I said before, as long as the vocals are performed well, everything that's done afterward is just sort of like icing on the cake. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back next time with probably the last segment for this, and I think it's just going to be an overall look at the mixing as a whole. Thanks for watching. So there you go. An interesting segment, I'm sure, as far as mixing vocals go. As you can see, my big message in that is try to get the performance as spot on as you can before you even get to the mixing stage. If you can do the recording, listen back to it and be like, almost 100% happy with it, the battle is won, because all you have to do is just little tweaks here and there, as I kind of did, just a little bit of EQ, a little bit of compression, and then you're pretty much there. And yeah, so again, remember, take your time, make sure you get the source good. Okay, that brings me to two last little bits to talk about. Actually, one mainly. December 1st. Now, I know Christmas is coming soon, and in America, you guys still have Thanksgiving to come, so I know that's a big holiday, so hopefully you guys will have a fantastic Thanksgiving in the United States. But December 1st is coming. Christmas time is around the corner, and in the tradition of Projekt Gemineye, there will be a Christmas album this year again. December 1st will be the release of it. This year, it's not just called, the Christmas album or whatever. This year, I actually have a little bit of a concept again behind it. This year, it's called Projekt Gemineye, the Christmas Diary. Basically, it's going to be 4 or 5 songs. 4 for sure. The 5th song, I'm not 100% sure about yet. But basically, they are based around memories of my Christmases past, ones that have had quite a bit of impact as far as memory goes. One song is basically about my memory of going downtown to Toronto, and as a young guy with my parents, and checking out all the window displays during the Christmas time with all the snow falling and the smell of chestnuts being done on the sidewalk with those vendors. It's a very potent and powerful memory for me because I loved Christmas when I was younger. I still like it now, but not as much as when I was younger. But tried to make an instrumental song based around that feeling. And this time there's 2 songs with vocals. Now the vocal ones, they're not negative songs, but they're kind of songs I think it will evoke some thinking with people, because one of them is about my memories of Christmas past. Now when you think about Christmas now with the coronavirus, getting together with family might be difficult. And this song is based around some of my fondest memories of Christmas time. And, basically saying that even if you're just with your immediate family, Christmas time can be a great time. The other song is a little bit more darker in the sense that it talks about a child who may not have the best Christmas. And for us to kind of remember that while we might be enjoying our Christmases this year, even with the coronavirus, believe it or not, there are some people who are going to have even worse Christmases. Children who have, maybe not a great home situation and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to write a song of awareness, sort of. I'm all about the, cheery, happy, Frosty the Snowman is coming to town and all that stuff, But I think it's important to also keep these things in mind as well, to think about our fellow man and woman, of course, out there as well. And, the last couple of songs are also based on memories, but I'll get into more details of that once I release the album itself. But just to let you know that this record is going to be coming out. Once again, it'll be a digital only release. Maybe as time goes on into 2021, I may look into doing a lathe cut of my Christmas stuff for next Christmas, kind of compiling the best of all my Christmas stuff onto a 12-inch lathe cut. Limited run, obviously, for people who might be interested in that sort of stuff. But I really hope you guys like this one, because I put quite a bit of effort into this one, and some of the music is really, really good. I mean, I'm almost not sure if I should say this, but some of it I think is not even it's not Christmassy. I mean, it's very very good music, very cool. I think you guys are going to like it. Anyways, let's just leave it at that. You guys be the judge. You guys are always the best judge of my music anyways. So that's that. I think that's it for this episode. That's all for now. There's a few other things coming, though, very soon. I haven't announced it yet because I want to kind of pace this and do it properly. But next episode or next update, I think it's going to be another good update video for you guys, something that you guys have been kind of waiting for, I think. So until then, this is Mark Anthony K saying, be safe out there, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.